Peace and love to the gods and the goddesses. I go by the name Black Poet, act like you know it. And this is no PC radio where we do not allow the leftists, the SJWs, etc., to keep us from speaking our unadulterated truth. I go by the name Black Poet. To my left is...
Johnny Okami.
Dylan.
It Girl Tori, also known as Tori.
Okay, we're going to get right into it. Johnny what?
Johnny Okami.
That bitch ass.
That shit deformed.
Here,
You just thought of that? That nigga said this heat.
hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
look,
don't
bro,
give
you
a
was
fuck
supposed
that.
to drop the artist name
Johnny
in the group
Okami.
chat.
In
You
the
remember-
group chat, nigga?
You remember Temptations when them niggas was throwing the ball and trying to find out what their name was? I wasn't just Black Poet once. This shit took like 5 years of guessing. That said Johnny what?
Johnny Okami, nigga. I
Hold
know
on,
who the
wait.
fuck I am.
Now I know what you're doing. That's some deep spiritual shit, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's some
Yeah.
EFI shit, ain't it? Okay, whatever it is spiritual and to you in the
That shit
Afrocentric
ass.
shit. It don't.
Get the
Dang,
fuck
he
out of
just
here,
said it was
dog.
spiritual, and I just said his ass.
It's spiritual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get your hating ass out of here, dog.
Okay, I thought it was because Johnny Tsunami. I thought he was like flipping that bitch. But if it's some spiritual shit that got some etymology that's important to you, I ain't
It's
going
a deeper meaning.
type energy. What are we doing? Yeah, I'm gonna get right into the John, bro. Like, so the reason I wanted to call this panel together is just a lot of how do I say bullshit as it pertains to relationships today. So much information on social media that, in my opinion, is creating this big division. This gender war between males and females, especially in the youth. Like the older generation, they didn't really grow up on social media, so it's not impacting them as much. But the younger generation is kind of on this tip of all these niggas ain't shit. All these bitches ain't shit. I want to be by
Fuck these
myself.
niggas, fuck these bitches.
Yeah, and it is disconnecting the tribes, and it's getting ridiculous because the social constructs don't even make sense. So I guess off top, let me see. How did I word that? Yeah, we go on that. What is your perspective on the dynamic and how social media is impacting relationships?
It's not a reality. That's the problem. People don't understand until it's too late. That's why you got a lot of like niggas who be in the club when they 40 and 50 still trying to mac on girls who just turned 21, or you got like
Big sugar daddy energy.
yeah, or you got like like old 30 and 40-year-old women who still saying like I could do bad all by myself. They don't understand that this marketing that for the most part these big conglomerates are pushing isn't in reality until it's too late. If you compare other cultures, you see them married at 18, 19 with $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 stacked up from staying at home, whereas we still saying fuck niggas at 30 or fuck bitches at 40.
You know what I just saw? I want to cut you off. The beauty supply. This was like yesterday. They own a beauty supply, right? It's a bunch of people from some part of Asia. I'm not sure. These niggas drive one car,
Yeah.
4 deep, to work, back to the crib together that they own a compound. They're not dividing their savings. So what you're talking about with the cultural difference, that's really big. You know what I mean? Like we being African Americans, we don't really have the cultural basis being disenfranchised. It's like we kind of made one combined with the melting pot that is America. But when you talk about, you go ask 10 different black men what it means to be aligned with God, you're going to get 10 different answers. The atheist is going to be like, ain't no God, fuck that shit. The Hebrew Israelite is going to be like, I ain't even, you know what I mean? The 5%er, the this, to that. So, we don't have a common thing when it comes to the dating pool where it's like, okay, I'm going to introduce, the father is going to be introduced first. Oh, I want your daughter's hand. Excuse me, sir, my name is blah, 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 blah. No, it's slide in the DM. This bitch ass fat as hell. You know what I mean? There is no tradition aspect to it. But you were going, and I didn't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that was pretty much it. And you hit it on the nail. The cultural difference is just that. Like I got friends who went to like dental school, for example, and they all come from different Middle Eastern or Asian backgrounds for the most part, and they parents don't even really let them get on social media, and they grown as hell.
Yeah.
Because they too focused on school or trying to focus on getting a husband or a wife, whereas we push that shit last. We push get money and
Fuck
then
bitches.
fuck bitches, fuck niggas, and then
boom,
and then try to get on the relationship. But people don't understand that wealth is built with two. Yeah, you could do it with one, but in the words of my mama, why would you drive a Cadillac on 3 wheels when you got 4? So
you got to break that one down.
So yes, it could be done, but at what cost? It's easier to have 2 people than it is one. If I get an entry level job making $50,000, whereas if me and my wife are both making $50,000, that's $100,000 right there. That's an extra year's worth of income that I just shredded with having a partner.
You took it differently because that's another conversation, the financial literacy
But
part.
the whole point is you need somebody at the end of the day. We weren't put on this earth. It's not in our instinct to be by ourselves. So this whole narrative of you can do it by yourself, like the whole, again, the fuck bitches, fuck niggas, the whole,
I think that's purposeful. I think that they push that on purpose so we don't build villages.
No, that's a whole different conversation because we could go back to the what was it, the 2-for-1 special where if they caught a black man in the household, you wouldn't get welfare. That's a whole different conversation. But I just think it's all marketing and people don't wake out of their shell until it's too late. So again, me and Shane, when we used to go to the bar, or specifically
nobody knows my name.
Oh fuck! Well, when me and this nigga,
It's fine. It's good.
when me and this nigga used to go to fucking Nicky's and shit, we used to make fun of these old ass niggas with these fake ass woods on, these fake ass buffs with these big ass pelly coats,
Big ass pelly
in the middle of the club with these big ass 3X jeans on. We like, man, these niggas is from the 2000s over here trying to hit on girls who just turned 21. And it's funny but when you really think about it, bro. Them niggas been trying to play the player role and not have a fucking girl for forever. And then you get women who so stuck in their ways when they in their 30s or 40s, and by that time, shit, them eggs done inspired, and it ain't no more getting a nigga, and it's just like, now you falling into this crab in a barrel, rabbit hole type of mindset, and it ain't no getting out. All because you wanted to follow, what's the word that we keep saying?
I use the word hive mindset.
Not that, propaganda.
Propaganda, for sure. So to get into what I was saying about, like, I'm going to get to you. To get to what I was saying about, like, I think it's purposeful. I don't think that's an accident. I think they use identity politics intentionally so that, God's children don't fight with each other. You know what I mean? Because the monopoly that exists financially right now is so much so that you'd be lucky to have a mom and pop shop, to be honest. You'd be lucky to have a little corner John that you make your money with. And if it's 10 of y'all, Black Wall Street going to get burned down. If you can put a seed in the mind where the black woman is a hoe and the black man is a thug, ain't no village gonna be built, and then there is no competition for the monopoly they have over the world.
We don't even gotta go that deep. It's just the fact that it sells.
So you don't think it's you think it's monetary? You don't necessarily think it's
money rule the world, and you can break that down however you want to break it. But at surface level, money rule the world. If I'm a big conglomerate and I got $20 million, I get to splurge on an artist and I'm looking at the data, and the data is saying more people click on songs that talk about this or got lyrics that contain this. I'm going to go to the next artist that has that because that's an investment. And I'm going to pitch to them, look, this is why do you think a lot of rappers say, fuck getting signed, I ain't going pop? Remember, that was a whole theme at one point. A lot of rappers ain't want to go pop because that's that's a whole no pun intended, that's what was popping. That's the shit that was making it do what it do. Why do you think everybody and their mama got ops now? Because that shit sells. Them niggas like, look.
Because people be real oppy. That's
people
why.
do be real oppy, but everybody and their mama, bro, listen. A lot of these niggas, bro, just woke up and said, this shit rhyme, and here we go. So, as long as you can sell it, people go push it, bro. I don't even think we don't even got to get into the spirituality of it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at that perspective. I guess my follow up to you would be: do you think that it's selling is natural, or do you think that there was a marketing campaign to make a certain type of genre of music or certain subject matter lit in the algorithm?
sound like you just said the same thing.
So there is a grassroots organic way to like anything.
Exactly.
And then there is the machine putting marketing dollars behind a certain sound, a certain genre, a certain subject matter. Because I find it
But wouldn't
odd.
that go hand in hand?
Let me like, I find it odd that Tribe Called Quest, Common, Native Tongues, even Old Pac is not getting played, but Shoot That Nigga and Pop That Pussy is getting played all day. Even Cole's singles aren't as deep as he is. Kendrick's singles aren't as deep as he is. You know, Swimming Pools is a single. I Wanna Be With You is a single. His shit about What You Sent Me, the Untitled John, no radio play. You know what I mean? So
Because it's not popping.
is it that's what I'm saying. Do you feel like there's any gatekeeping going on behind the scenes that we don't know about?
No, we don't got to look at it that deep. If just economics 101, investing 101, if I got X amount of dollars and the majority of people are doing this, why would I go over here? I want to go where
I'm not mad at that.
I want to go where the crowd is at.
I'm not mad at that at all. We ironically went into music by mistake. So to center it back into it, the conversation with the gender war and how you see kind of misandry and misogyny, and I don't want to say any names because I can't, but there are certain blog sites who post certain things that, in my opinion, help push the mentality of don't trust anybody. You're going to get fucked over if you try to date in a serious way. So what is your thoughts in general just on the gender war?
Give me an example of something that you've seen.
I'm trying to avoid saying it because I might, if I pop and I said these names, it might be like, oh shit. But fuck it, no PC radio, right? So I don't like the Shade Room. I think the Shade Room is demonic. I think that they, not demonic, them as people, but the energy they're creating is chaotic. The themes on that page is always some gossipy, dramatic shit, really on the black man type energy, but also the black woman. They're not showing you the example of the modern day Shahrazar Ali or the modern day Angela Davis. Some people got beef with Angela Davis, but they're not giving us that. They're giving us, not saying any names, they're giving us woman drinking while pregnant. And it's creating a mentality that's justifying this passport bro concept. It's like, oh, you can't find a good American woman. You got to take your ass to Nigeria or Afghanistan if you want to find a good woman, because the American mindset is fucked up, and they do it with the men too. Oh, I saw a woman in the comment section. She posted something during the R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly thing. She was like, see, this is why I don't think fathers should bathe their daughters, because they're more prone to molestation. And I was like, this shit, you got upvoted 900. I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to respond, but I'm going to respond. I'm like, what data do you have in a real way to contextualize that the black man is a child molester? You a celebrity doing something is cherry picking a stat.
Yeah, anomaly.
It's an anomaly. You can't use some random celebrity who has a sickness and then try to project that spirit on all black men. And as you can imagine, her retort was nonsense.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, some nonsense. But that's an example. Like, I don't know if you noticed that, because you might clean your algorithm. Me doing what I'm doing, I'm following more people. I'm outside. I'm hearing the conversations and kind of seeing this kind of standoffish energy between the young black man and the black woman. But it's not even just black. It's period. It really is, period. I think when the Me Too movement happened, it became bigger than just Harvey or Kevin Spacey or R. Kelly. It became men are predators. That became the theme, instead of it being let's watch out for predatory behavior as it pertains to the man or the female. Because it's guys like Corey Feldman or Corey Haim, rest in peace, Terry Crews, who said, hey, I'm a dude. I got molested. The casting couch is a real thing. They laughed at Terry Crews and they ignored Corey Feldman. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it's really centered right now to create narratives and stories that divide the genders. I know I said a lot. That's a lot to kind of take in and digest.
I mean, in so many ways they do kind of play off of.
A little louder. A little bit louder now.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Is this a little bit better?
Yeah. You was made for radio too. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
it's Johnny. Yeah. What was it? It was Johnny something.
It's Johnny Okami, dog.
It's Johnny Okami. KJ 97. Go ahead.
Hold on, ask the question one more time.
Just your opinion on if you think there even is a divide in genders, or what we can do to heal the relationship between the genders. That's a better question. Because why then about the problem if there is a solution?
There's a divide and a perceived divide.
That's intriguing.
Of course, things like, having access to that social media and that unfiltered, opinions. People who really shouldn't be putting their shit out there like that and having it validated by X amount of people, it doesn't really, it doesn't help. It doesn't.
Big facts.
But the problem with us having all this access to social media and us seeing these things, these comments being so liked by so many ignorant people, these posts being posted, it's not actually. It doesn't necessarily reflect the reality of how people feel.
In
right?
real life, when you touch grass.
Yeah. Are there actual divides though? Yeah.
Wow, you just touched on a really big thing. Willie came in and said that it's a psyop. Not to cut you off, like it's more media generated. It's not as bad in real life as you'll see on social media.
Mm-hmm. But there are some things that we do need to address in order to kind of heal that bond between masculine and feminine.
That part, divine masculine and divine feminine. Because when I get to her, what if you could give 3 core really quick, like 120 seconds? What do you think the most core elements of healing that relationship is?
First thing coming to mind is learning how to trust again. But that first comes from trust in self, trust in the things that you do, trust in the words that you speak, trust in the promises that you make, trusting that you're going to follow up on your word. And therefore you won't be projecting whether or not, people are untrustworthy or, oh, he about to do some goofy ass shit. No, nigga, that's some shit that you got to heal within yourself. A lot of times, but kind of playing back into, seeing all that media and stuff, it is also kind of buying into more widely spread mindsets versus real life data or real life experiences, if that makes sense. Trust, let me see what else. Love and self, bro. Turning inwardly. That's absolutely one of the biggest solutions, because I feel like when we turn inwardly, of course we find God, and when we find God, we find each other.
Hey, bro.
What's
spitting the gospel,
Johnny
Let's go beat that in a second.
He fucking that shit up.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Let me think of one more. Trust, love, integrity.
All boils down to the same thing for you. I can tell. Those are centered together.
Yeah.
Can't have one without the other. Because I'm on that a lot now. We don't get into it heavy, but on a spiritual journey, I notice when I'm not in my square, honoring my word to myself. I'm going to go to the gym Tuesday. If I break that, it does make me look at the world away. Like, because you think the world thinks like you. If I'm breaking my word to myself, I know this nigga ain't shit. So the more I'm on my square, it's easier to see the God in other men or women. You know what I mean? Like the more that you're upright and your word to self, because that matters. Word is bond. On some New York shit, like if you putting your oath on yourself and you honoring it, you're not only gonna see when someone else isn't doing it, you expect that from your tribe. And now we're dealing with accountability on the manhood tip.
And to build off of that, bro, it's like the thoughts, the beliefs that we accept those shape our reality. So of course that's going to be what people see because that's what they chose to believe and chose to.
We're gonna get into. I can't cut you off, but we're gonna get into subconscious programming if you go into that direction. So I asked you the same question because it's easy to get into the problem, but I'm curious about the solution. First, do you think that there is a divide? And if there was one, what do you think the best way to heal the relationship, especially with people under 30?
I definitely think that it's a divide. I think really, like, when it comes down to social media, social media is just meant to be entertaining. Like, these blog sites and stuff like that, it's not the law. It's not live or die all. And I think people need to stop trying to live their life based on what they see on social media because, like you said, like, this is dramatized. Like, that's all it is. Two, I think that people, I don't know, like, I think we also try to, I'm going to say we because, you know, I'm not going to act like I'm all that in a bag of chips. But I think that everybody is out here trying to impress somebody else. Like, we're not really living our lives for ourselves. So when it comes to, like, relationships and stuff like that, especially on Twitter, a lot of times, like, I'll see, like, the girls posting something like, I don't know, like, oh, this man, he didn't text me back fast enough, so I blocked him. Like, posting it to get validation from other women or even get, like, comments from men like, I would never do that to you. We're all looking for, like, that. Instead of validation. Instead of just validating ourselves. Like, don't get me wrong, if that's what you feel like you should do, he didn't text you back fast enough. Who am I to tell you, like, oh, that's not a good excuse to block somebody? If that's what you look for, go ahead. Look, that's you. That's you.
A nigga can't be at work.
I mean, listen. I get that. You get that. But at the same time, it's like, as a woman, like, I do kind of understand, like, you know, just let me know. Don't go all day without talking to me. Like, let me know something. But 5 minutes, like, that's a bit extreme. Or this is what I seen on Twitter. This guy, his car broke down, so he wasn't able to take them out on a date or whatever. So instead of even the lady asking him, is he okay first, she said, well, can you send me $50 as an inconvenience? And then she was like, well, I actually need 100. So it's like stuff like that, like, personally, I wouldn't do nothing like that.
Passport bro.
Personally, like, that's not a part of my ministry. But hey, girl, if that's what you think, if that's what you think that you deserve, go ahead. But me and I know my homegirls, we not like that. Like, you know, I'm sorry this happened to you. Let's reschedule. If you want to send me the money, because you know, shit. If you want to send me the money just to eat, because you was gonna take me out, that's cool too. But I'm not gonna expect that.
Can I ask you something? Because you hit it on the head when you said people seek external validation through social media, and that it literally, if we just put the goddamn phones down, the situation would heal itself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious when you talk about the money situation, because that's deep. Because there's so many ways for a guy to give it to you in a different way that doesn't involve literally giving you money. Mm-hmm. Meaning, my girl want to get this tattoo. Mm-hmm. Here, hey, it's your birthday. We make reservations. Mm-hmm. It's other shit. Yeah. So for you as a woman, when you think about the concept of kind of I'm not gonna say gold digging, but the male being the provider. Mm-hmm. How I guess I'm saying what is the balance for you, male female, like 70-30, 60-40, 80-20, 90-10, 100-0?
I think like. I don't say 80-20. Like 80% he do, 20% me. But it's like, I don't know. But that's because of how I was raised. Like, I feel like it differs. It differs between, like, you know, who you are. I was brought up a daddy's girl. So, like, my daddy always did stuff. Yeah. And Dylan could attest to it. Like, my daddy always did for me. Yeah. But it's like, you know, I also know, like, you know, I'm not going to be selfish. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give him stuff, too. It's not going to be all the time because, you know, I don't know, but like I'm not gonna give to him monetarily, like physically stuff. Like I might be there for him emotionally, or you know, might rub his but like rubbing his bag, not his feet. I don't do feet. But you know, like even cleaning the house, like people can cook. Like, you know, it's little stuff like that. Like, I don't think that it always has to be, oh, I'm about to give you money for your haircut, or oh, I'm about to give you money for lunch. So I guess if I phrase it like that, then it's 50-50. But if it's like actually money or something like that, then it's like 80-20. I don't know.
Let's say you were both up, like just dummy boy cheese. Mm-hmm. Does that dynamic change?
I don't know. Cause it's like, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. No, it's not gonna change. I ain't even gonna try to front. Listen, at the end of the day,
My money is mine.
I think maybe like the experiences would change though. So it's like, whereas I can only give like $50 for a haircut every blue moon, like I'll take you on a trip or something like I'll, it'll just be bigger. But right now, like, I'll give you some money for a haircut or I'll give you some money for lunch just because like I love you. But like, I ain't gonna lie, I trick on my man, but like I don't want to. I don't want to be a known trick. So can we edit that part out? I don't want to be no known trick. He know what's up.
I don't think it's tricking though when you're in a real relationship. Emphasis on real. That's why I call it that. Mm-hmm. When you are together for real,
Yeah. It's like half and half.
Yeah.
Because it's your partner.
Yeah, exactly. That.
Yeah.
There is one thing I have to ask you because you're the only female.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like using names. Fuck it. The whole Keke Palmer thing, right? Mm-hmm. For a long time now, we're dealing with this conversation of just ignore it.
Yeah.
For a long time, we dealing with this conversation of, is a guy insecure if he's uncomfortable with his woman being scantily clad in public? What is your take on that? And I want yours too.
So scantily clad.
Scantily clad.
Clad, like meaning just how she act, what she wear,
if she's
everything.
Kind of leaning toward naked in public.
What's my take on it? I don't agree with it at all. Like, I feel like don't be with a bad bitch if you can't handle it. Like, I don't know.
Bad bitch.
Don't be with one. Like, at the end of the day, go ahead. Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
No, that's not, because you gonna take it there, and I'm not mad at that. Because if your girl's fine, then she's fine. Yeah. And you should be comfortable with how.
You should be happy.
On top of that, certain women are busty.
Yeah.
Like they're built.
And so you can't do a lot with that.
Yeah, I mean, so what I'm asking is not necessarily you being uncomfortable with her being sensual or sexy in public. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about
like the outfit she had on, right?
Let's use that outfit. You got ass cheeks out at the Usher concert, pelvis to pelvis, and you got a full man.
She was pelvis to pelvis with him.
She was pelvis to pelvis.
At the end of the day,
on the bikini side of the game,
they are entertainers.
Okay, that's a special situation.
She is not pressed for Usher. That he is old. So I don't think she. I'm sorry, Usher.
I need an Usher feature.
Usher,
you relevant as fuck, bro.
You young.
Confessions, burn, all that shit.
He was like Usher? 20 when I was a baby.
Oh yeah, it's all right getting that feature. She doubled down on the shit.
Sorry, Usher. I love Oh My Gosh though.
It's not. I don't want to use the entertainer, John, because you're right. That world is weird.
Yeah.
Speaking more so from the perspective of, is that an outfit? I don't want to put you in it specifically because you're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Is that an outfit if one of your friends wore, you would be like, yeah, you got a nigga that's attracting too much attention, boom, boom, boom. And B, do you think a guy's insecure for having boundaries around that?
I still feel the same way. No. Like, if you a bad bitch, you a bad bitch. Now, if I'm not saying that if you were to do something like that and you had a nigga and you was wearing an outfit, you wouldn't be wrong. I'd be like, girl, come on now, you know your ass out. But, like, I don't think you being in a relationship should dictate what you wear. Or it's not going to take away from who I am as a person. Like, if who I am is somebody that's body positive and I like to show off my body, because let's be real, like, you're not going to always have this body. It changes every day. So if I'm proud of what I have and I want to wear whatever, I want to wear short skirts and mini dresses and stuff like that, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to also respect my man because I'm not going to be out there twerking, showing my ass. Like, I'm not going to, if I know I got a short dress on and I don't got nothing under it, I'm not about to be face down, ass up in the club because I know what I got on. I'm just there to look cute, vibe. I might do a little stand-up twerk. That's it. But I'm not, and I'm twerking on my homegirls. I'm twerking with my friends. I'm not twerking on niggas.
I'm not for attention.
Yeah. I'm trying to look bad and feel good for myself,
Type energy.
I think the question is how far is too far.
I'm curious about that.
That's really the question.
I mean, going out in your whole birthday, like going out and not having nothing on, like, okay.
Yeah, like if we phrase it like that, like, because what Tori's saying is true. I mean, like,
if your girl thick.
Yeah, like she can't help the way she look or how she fit in certain dresses or anything like that. But I guess the question is how far is too far. Like Did you
see that teacher that got fired?
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes, but like – you wouldn't go to...
Was that too much to you? What? The teacher.
The teacher.
I mean, going out in your whole birthday, like going out not having nothing on. Like, okay.
That's a whole nother topic.
Okay, go
but
ahead. 'Cause it's kids
I
involved.
might
Go
be
ahead.
able to throw that on there because I did like in a couple minutes. But like you wouldn't go to like a brunch with a bikini top on, obviously. If you wear a fucking, I don't know, girls, a double D, is that what it is?
I mean, if I'm going to brunch in Miami and we by the beach, then I am. But it's like no, you
creating the
can't.
scenario.
I know,
No.
but it's like you just can't blatantly like say stuff like that.
So
like
there's
you have
no
to
umbrella
be.
drawn for it.
Yeah, it's like don't give me like if you wear a bikini to brunch here, okay. Like we ain't got no beaches. Okay, you right. But it's like don't just say it. Like you gotta have specifics. I feel like. Because it's like you policing women's bodies.
No,
and you know how I feel.
Could I wear some gray sweats with no drawers,
With
dick
the long
just swinging,
dick, with
Where?
you know what I mean?
Where you going?
dick just
I'm
swinging
going.
that bruh?
I'm going to Chipotle. I'm going to eat.
I'm in this bitch talking about.
And
what y'all about to get?
Certain people's growers and showers.
But
so
see,
if I'm a shower, my shit just hangs.
she
But no.
Crazy.
This is where y'all
that'd be pissed,
mentality.
period.
This is where the mentality is different because like y'all doing it with that mentality. Like I'm gonna
No,
show
we're
my
not.
dick off. No,
No, we're not.
that's my dick
I'm
just
putting-
slanging from side
I'm
to
putting
side.
it-
Like I feel like y'all like women. We don't do it thinking like. We not putting it on, thinking that I'm about to wear this tight dress. It's about to hug
Oh, so you
all
don't
my.
do it for any attention whatsoever.
If I do it to look good for me and to get some fire ass flicks.
Right, so I want to. I look good with my dick swinging in my face.
Well, go ahead then, brunch boys.
I don't believe.
I don't
believe it's
'cause
only
since
for you. I think
it's
both.
a very
I think it's 50-50.
since it's a very.
I don't wear this just for me. I want. Oh, it's a bad bitch.
I wear it
there.
for the bad bitches to be like, damn girl, that outfit cute as fuck. Where you get it from? And for
You're
the
not
younger
single, though.
for the young girls to be like, oh my god, I can't wait to dress like that when I'm older. That's why I put that shit on.
I'm
That's fair.
gonna put it like this because since
You
it's a
trying to show
very
your
sensitive
pee-pee.
topic, not for
I disagree.
not saying sensitive for the people in here, but like generally that's a sensitive topic. Like you can't even speak on it without getting shamed. But
That's what the platform is for.
intuitively, you know what is too far and what's enough or what's over. Sir, you don't have to say it. You know deep inside. If you gotta ask some, how about this? If you gotta ask it, is wrong. If you gotta
That's a
ask,
good
is this okay? It came up in your mind that this might not be okay. If I come to you with some fucking high top black Air Force Ones that's bent in the front, and I say, bro, you think this look good? I know that's some bullshit. I know that look bad. Bro, niggas who know me, they know my career speaks for itself, so I don't have to dress to impress. Unless I'm with her somewhere and I don't really want to. I want to get out of my pride.
Or you might want to flex.
Meaning, I like to wear house shoes. I throw some Champion slides on, some Walmart
And you
slides.
is the king of that.
And some fucking, I look like O-Dog in this
That's
bitch.
in your starter
But
kit for sure.
I could back that shit up.
You
Is
know
what I'm
what's
saying.
crazy?
But my
You try to wear the
Bill
house
Gates-
shoes with the fucking
my
buffs.
point
That's
is-
what's crazy.
My point is, I know I look homeless. I know I look homeless
You
as
never
fuck.
seen
I
Bill
would
Gates
never,
and Louis?
You ain't never seen that. You seen him with that loose ass polo on.
That loose ass polo
But
with the button up through the joint.
my point I'm trying to say is, I know intuitively, deep inside, I cannot go to one of these brunch spots in some fucking house shoes. I just know I can't. I could easily be like, well, it's my body, it's my choice, but that makes her look horrible.
But this my thing. Like in the same breath, it's like, okay, when you met me, this is how I was dressing. When you met old girl, this is how she was dressing. So you can't get mad or you can't be like, now that we're together, you can't dress like that no more. Because it's like, this
I'm
is
not
what
mad
made
at
you.
that because I'm super open with somebody else's perspective. My problem is projections. So why is it insecure? Like, why does it have to be insecure instead of I was raised in the law of Abraham and I expect a woman, my wife, to dress a certain way, not my concubine or my side piece, my wife.
But was she also raised like that, or are you pushing that on her? Because if that's not not how she feels,
now we have to compromise.
Yeah.
But before we even start to compromise, why is it an insecurity for the male perspective? Because I'm not being insecure. I can go get it. I can get another you in a minute.
that's why. Because I can replace you.
I wouldn't want to do that.
But that's your
about
first. But that's your first. If your first like frame, if you get some pushback on it, is I mean I can go get another bitch.
It's because you're saying I'm insecure. I'm not insecure. I know me.
You could just
I know
be
my
like-
worth.
Okay.
So that's what I'm asking. Like, why is it from the male perspective if I go, hey, love, I grew up around my grandma. I grew up on my aunties, my moms. I just, they used to wear the skirts to the ankle. You know what I mean? So if you want to rock that, but don't say I'm being feminine or insecure. That's a knock to the pride of a man.
Now I want to interject very briefly and throw a
Niggas,
curveball
aunties
in
and
there
moms wasn't
because there was an instance where I ain't gonna say no names, where I got hold because I wasn't dressing like fucking Bill Cosby at 21.
Oh yeah,
you wasn't dressing like Bill Cosby.
Yes, I was in a situation where I was shams because all I did was wear Nike fits and I didn't wear a fucking Bill Cosby outfit. Yes, I did not wear this certain type of clothing, so therefore, this person's parents looked at me like I was a piece of shit because I ain't wear.
Oh yeah, we not doing that. We not doing that.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I just double back.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Look, we gotta get the fuck on. We'll be back on episode 2 because this bitch lit. You feel me?
doubt.
So,
We
you know
gonna
what I'm
be able to
saying?
come back. I hate that I didn't have.
Another night.
I'm
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get it.
What time this bitch in?
9.
I eat so fast.
Man, I eat fast. We eat because this bitch lit. I eat fast as hell. We come back to this motherfucker.
If it's here, it's here. But I appreciate y'all perspective and tapping in.
Hold on, your birthday. What we doing? What's the?
I don't know.
We dragging you out.
I don't know what I'm about to do.
I'm paying for everything.
Johnny is at views, so I might give.
I'm paying for everything.
Let's see what's popping.
I just told you I'm paying for everything.
It's $2 lamb chop day.
Yeah.
I don't eat none of that. I just want to vibe.
Hey man, come.
Oh,
If
Lord.
this bitch live,
90s
come
got
fuck with us,
something
bro. Please, God.
You 90s got something tonight?
It's some African shit.
What's today? Tuesday?
Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's not comedy night. Tuesday is one of them. Tuesday is the deep one.
But
That's
I
when they
really
getting into
would
the
like
knowledge.
to come back and finish this conversation because I do think that me and Dylan have an interesting perspective of it, especially with me being in the club. So, you know.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, really quick. Just give me like 30 seconds.
We got to go to West Bloomfield.
That
30
was
seconds.
25 seconds right there.
Okay,
Boom.
come on.
So, at being a bottle girl and you being in the knowledge, what's the one sentence? The trust factor comes in where?
I mean, I trust him wholeheartedly, so he does the same with me.
Yeah, nah. It's again.
You're not tripping about none of that shit.
Because that goes back to the whole insecurity thing.
That's not insecurity.
No,
it is common sense, 'cause niggas
no.
gonna shoot with a bartender. Go ahead.
You missing it.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying about insecurity thing, that goes back to if you don't like it, you insecure. I'm not insecure about her or rather if I trust her or not because she's dressed X, Y, and Z. That's not it at all. It's, again, and this is something that you might have to compromise for, being myself that I have compromised for, is I'm not used to this at all. I'm not fine to this culture because that is a culture. I'm not fine to this culture.
Yeah,
It's
you got to see it.
I have never in my life. This shit is new as hell to me.
Yeah.
And now that I've buckled down and just accepted it, it's like, okay, I'm here. It gets to a point with anything in life. You either get with it or get lost. That's really it.
And from your perspective,
if someone doesn't compromise, you get with it or get lost.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, you get with it or you get lost. But also, I feel like I give Dylan like the utmost respect. Like everybody know I love my man. I be at work talking about how I love my man.
You're putting so much security and reassurance on him.
I'll even have him come to the club and like come celebrate with me, like because
That's lit. Y'all
I don't
lit.
have
I like
nothing. I don't got nothing to hide.
Yeah,
so
that's why, and that's another thing. She that was her, like, and I really do appreciate that. I said it on live.
You play
she
your role.
has done a phenomenal job. Like, she could have just handed me.
She could have. That's why. That's what I'm saying.
She could have just handed me, but like, I mean, her communication is A1. Tori let it be known.
Hey, bro, come on, bro. Hey, hold up, bro.
Her communication is.
You
A1.
can find a good woman in America.
She has showed me, like, bro, like, it's okay, just relax, like everything will be all right. Cause we all got trauma. We not gonna get into the details. And when you learn your person, you learn where to put those missing pieces at to make sure that they calm. If you dealt with somebody who had these quote unquote long work schedules or they can never look at their phone and just text and say okay, and you haven't replied in 30 minutes, of course that's triggering. That's the key word, triggering. But if they know you, they know, okay, shit, I know let's say a nigga at the factory, I just put this Ford together. Let me pull out my phone real quick. Hey, all is well. Or even if it's an emoji, even if it's a TikTok, even if it's a reel, it's them showing that, hey, I'm thinking of you. All is good. Bro, that's a different type of security.
Big facts.
At the end of the
Unless
day,
it's
when
game.
when it comes to something where where something is uneasy, right? I don't even know what to label it. Like, if you're not fond of something, find out your person. Because once you find out your person, you know where to fill in them gaps at. And if them gaps ain't being filled, then y'all not meant to be together.
Absolute complete facts.
Yeah. So on all that, nigga, we hungry.
Yeah, we got it.
It's been a pleasure.
I'm excited to go to this place.
We gonna be at the next one.
What's the name of it?
Nara.
I gotta call
It's
them
in West
niggas and tell them we
Bloomfield.
gonna be late.
It's like a hibachi place, but they got lychee martinis.
It's like seafood.
It's everything.
It's everything.
Like
that's lit.
sushi, but like regular hibachi.
Hey, I don't get paid to plug. They'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah, follow me on Instagram at itgirltory.
Peace and love, bro. And tap
Thank
in with
you.
Dog DC Visions, man. He don't never
Oh,
plug his shit.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
great.
man.
One of the
At
coldest photographers in the city. It's on